What up YouTube, it's me, your favourite Steve. How you doing? Thought I'd do this video. I'm just going to be honest, I fucked up big time on a few, not profit wise or money wise, kind of, how can I put it, I just feel I should have picked up on these things and I didn't. But now I've learned, and now I'm going through all my stock, and I'm readjusting everything. What it was, now I've been doing figures. I mean, God, probably since January. I've been getting job lots of figures, getting job lots of Ben 10 and WWE or whatever else I can get, and breaking them down, selling them individually, selling them in bundles. Watches, wrestling rings, yada yada yada. I had a return. I had a sale not last week, the week before, of 2 wrestling figures, which were Umaga and Rikishi. Yeah, I can't remember. Let's have a look at the figures. Where was it? Right. No. Yeah, well, I'll tell you about the figure one, but that wasn't the first one. It was 2 wrestling figures, and the guy was basically saying that the arms were too loose on the figures. Now, what I've now come used to, and I'm now going to get out of it because I've got into a bad habit, is I started just doing a standard description for every item. So all the figures and everything like that was just a standard description of WWE, for example, WWE figure bundle, including whatever figures, and then just put in item is this scene. Please see photos for items condition or whatever. Please don't hesitate to get in touch and check out my other items as I look and buy and postage. So that's all I was putting in my descriptions. Wasn't going into much detail, never have, really. But I've kind of learnt a lesson this week on what I've got to do. Instead of going for quantity of listings, I've got to think of quality of listings. Because what I've started doing, because it was just like, I'm getting home at 6:30, the kids are in bed by 7:30, 8, and then I was just trying to list as much as I could at the night, trying to get to 10 listings on the night, and just basically taking photos, using the template of Sell Similar, and instead of creating my own, just doing Sell Similar and trying to get through it as quickly as possible, get as many things listed. So I wasn't going into in-depth descriptions. So 2 times now this week, I've had now figures come back, and I can't give them an honest opinion on them saying that the limbs are loose or the body's loose or anything like that, because I can honestly say that I haven't got into any description or checking on the figures or whatever. Like there was one, there was a Ben 10 figure called Way Big, and I honestly can't remember whether his arms were loose or not, and the guy's saying his arms were loose. I believe it's something else. I believe he thought he was getting a bigger figure. Another reason as well is I'm going to have to start getting into explaining in the description exactly how big the figures are, because I haven't been going into it, and I know this, yeah, it might just be bad luck. It might just be bad luck that, it might just be bad luck that I haven't, that this has come up, these 2 have come up in the same week, because I haven't had any issues before, and I've sold some really like shitty wrestling figures and Ben 10 figures and never had any issues, because you can see in the photos they're in shit condition, and I think people kind of get it if you're looking at it and they're shit. Like the 2 figures that I sold, those wrestling figures, if you looked at those photos, those figures were in shit condition. It's more of a collector's kind of thing. Maybe that person wants that one figure from 2013 or 2003 or whatever. So that's the way I look at it for my figures. But obviously, some people want them for their kids. But I don't understand why you'd have, like, one of them had a big pen mark down the back of the leg. So I've learnt from that. I'm started yesterday just going through all my figures and giving honest descriptions on all my figures and what's wrong with them. What was the other one? The other one. Now, I am kind of, now I'm looking back at it and I don't know why I haven't been doing it. I don't understand, like, what's gone through my head to not check. And again, it's the same. It happened in the same week, and I think it's just having 4 returns in 1 week or 4 partial refunds that I've had to give. I sold 2 things, Ben 10. I sold a remote control car that wasn't working. Now, what I didn't do, because I'm an idiot, I didn't check the battery compartment. So I'll check battery compartments of stuff. If I look at it at the back and it's got no rust, I don't bother checking inside. Now I'm going to open everything that's got a battery and look inside, because twice this week I've sent stuff out, and because I'm rushing through listings and trying to get as much stuff listed as possible, I've looked, and then I've had customers get in touch with me and send me photos of the stuff with leaking batteries in the item. So there was a Ben 10 thing that there's a Ben 10 car, it had batteries that were leaking. There was a Ben 10 creation chamber that I sold, which I completely took off my listings because I just gave her a straight refund straight away. She was more than happy to return it to me. She just said, I'm not touching the batteries. And I was like, no, keep it, give the figures to the kids, because there was figures included. I want to give the figures to the kids. Here's a complete refund. That's just completely unacceptable. It was my fuck up. So I just gave her a refund straight away. And then the other one, she brought another car as well, so I gave her like a partial refund, but it was like three quarters of a refund. I lost, what did I lose? I lost 60p on it. The WWE figure bundle, I lost £1.13 on it. It's not, the thing is, it's not the money that's the issue. The issue is the fact that it's just not checking and me rushing through listings and trying to get as much shit listed as possible. So I am now going to go into in-depth descriptions of size of figures and whether they've got loose limbs or whether they've got, checking everything for batteries. There's so much Ben 10 stuff that I've gone through the past few days, just unscrewing the back and checking stuff for batteries, because I don't know what, I think about it now and I'm like, why did you not check? Why would you not check? Why would you not check if there was batteries in there? Because the way I see it, if it's working when I get it, I know it's got a battery in there, somehow it's got a battery in there. So I might put, comes with batteries, or most of the time I'll take the battery out. But the ones that just aren't working, I don't check. And I don't know if anybody else does it, but I just don't check if it's not working. It's not working, I'm like, oh, there's no batteries in it. So I'll just advertise it, no batteries, needs batteries. But when the 2 times now this week, people have got it and there's leaking batteries in there. So for me, I don't know, it wasn't about the money, it was just about the pride kind of thing. Like, I want to make this work, and doing that kind of stuff for me just isn't acceptable. So yeah, as I said with this vlog, it's not all going to be candy and roses. As you know, if you've been watching this vlog for a long time, I am my own worst critic, and I did fuck up last week, or the week before. Last week and the week before. But profit's still up. Yeah. But I thought I'd share that. A beer's down the bottom if you want to give me any. But yeah. I fucked up. So for now, I'm going home. Peace out. Shoulder. Wait a sec. I'm going to have to start stretching to do this now. I'm not doing anything in my boob. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay beautiful. I'll see you in the next video.